the acrylic stand for your phone holder. We're going to draw this shape, and then afterwards you can adjust it to your own theme and your own design. So first of all, we are going to draw it, and then it's the yellow part here, the acrylic part here, which we're making. And this drawing here, this photo here is of the former, which you're going to heat up the acrylic, use the line bender to get the angles right so that your phone holder sits straight and at the right angle. So to draw this, there's a couple of ways of doing it. One is just to draw some rectangles and curve off the edges and things, and the other way is to draw half of it and then mirror it. So I'm going to do probably the simplest way first. So as you can see, all the measurements are on there. Doesn't matter where you draw it. Now I've set up this grid. You can set it up yourself like this. If you double click on that, set it to 5, choose lines and change the color to whatever you want. That seems to be a popular setting. Okay, so you can set that yourself. Now, let's see, rectangle tool. We're going to use the grid, so make sure that's on, and we'll draw it 80 across and 90 down. There we go, 80 across, 90 down. And then to know how big it is, you look at these numbers down here, down there, the relative dimensions. So that should be 80 by 90. So 80 by 90, that's correct. And then this rectangle here, you notice it's all drawing in black, so that's 15, so that's 3 squares. And then down here it's 65 down, and I'm going to draw a rectangle that goes half of 130 is 65, so 65 and 65. And that is 80, so that's 40, and then 40, so it'll be 25. So I've got to go 25 out, 10, 25, go all the way across, go across 15, 20, 25, and I want to go down 65. There you go. So if you look down at the relative dimensions at the bottom of the screen there, you'll see it's 130 and 65, which is correct. Okay, I think the next thing to do is to draw these diagonals. So I'm going to use the line tool and draw it across like this. Okay, and we've got you see here there's a hole, and the size of the hole is radius 1.75, and it's got to be in the middle there. So this is one way of finding the middle. Draw 2 lines crossing like that, and then we need to use the attach tool, and that's up here. So if you double click on that, you can make sure that intersection, which is the setting that you want, is marked. Whilst you there, choose the midline, select that one as well. Right, so I'm going to take the grid lock off, and I want to draw a circle. Double click on the circle, radius 1.75. There we go, and then put it, and as long as you're inside that square, it'll put it exactly in the right place where the 2 lines intersect. Okay, so that's the hole. And now we've got to do this curve here. So it's radius 40, and it wants to be in the middle, and I can see that's the middle, it's just down there. So I could use the midpoint of the line, so let's try that. So let's do 40, and remember the attach tool, I've got midpoint of line already selected, so all I've got to do is put it on the line there, and it'll put it exactly in the middle. There we go, and now we can do some clipping away. So I'm going to use the delete tool. We don't want that. Okay, and then we can put some curves on the corner. So the radius is 3, so you'll find the curve corner is there at the end. You need to type in 3, so you can just do that and type in 3. Don't need to put millimeters or anything like that. And then you just go in and select 2 lines that you want curved. We'll do that. It's quite a good idea, so it's not too pointy. Okay, that is good. And now, when I drew these rectangles, I've got 2 lines here. So you have to be careful of this. So one way of checking that there aren't double lines is to use the delete tool and just go like that, and then again, and it's gone. Now go back. So that was 1 line gone, 2nd line gone. Okay, so there was nowhere else where it was double lined. We're going to need to split this up into individual lines. So if you use the explode tool up here, there you go, and now it's going to be separate lines, and the same here. There we go. So which means I can turn those green. That green and that green, and the circle needs to be blue. So I think the quickest thing to do is to select everything with the selection box, change it all to blue, like that. And then I'm going to use the right hand button on the mouse to select those 2 lines and change that to blue. Green. There we go. When you're finished, really important, select everything and group it. Control G. There we go. All right, so that's one way of doing it. Now this is a slightly different way using the mirror tool. So I can put a mirror line in, and a center line on a technical drawing looks like this. If you go to the lines, go to this one here where it's long, short, long, short. Actually, that one's even better. Okay, and I can draw a line. Don't need that, need the grid lock on. And I'm just going to put it vertical like that. There we go. And if I zoom in, oh, it is a line still. Why didn't I change? Let's go undo that. Maybe I didn't change that. So I've selected that. Okay. Oh, it's because I had this selected. Ah, that's no good. So I'm going to have to undo that. Ah, that's what I did wrong. Okay. That's okay. And we need to draw a line. So choose a line. There you go. Right, so if I zoom in here, there you go. That's the center line. Now, that's we're going to do some technical drawing later on, so that's just to tell you that's the center line, which means that everything on one side is the same as the other, which is quite useful. So we're just going to draw one side and then mirror it on that center line. So for the rectangle tool, this time we're going to just draw 40 by 90. Okay, on this side. So, oh, and I've got the wrong. Don't want to do it in that center line, so let's change the line back to solid line. Okay, start again. Line. So, oh, not line. Oh dear, it's all going to pieces. There we go, rectangle. Okay, I'm going to start the same. Now I'm looking at the numbers at the bottom of the screen. So it's 40 by 90. That's good. And then this one is just 40 by 15. And it was 25 out, wasn't it? So 10, 20, 25, and it's 65 down. I can actually see from the drawing next door to it that that's correct. Then I put the line in, like that. I think I'm going to put the hole in afterwards. I've got to put the arch in next. So that was 40. That goes here. There we go. Now we're going to get rid of the lines we don't want. Leave that center line in. That's good. Remember there were double lines here, so I'm going to delete that. Just to make sure, I'm going to delete again and it's gone. I've got to come back. delete, delete, come back. There we go. So there's single lines there. And we had to explode this, didn't we? So it's up here, explode. And let's explode that one as well. Okay, and now we can select that. That's got to be a green line. There we go, that looks good, and that's all got to be blue. So I can select all that, use the right hand button on the mouse to unselect it, change it to blue. There we go, and then we're going to mirror it. But I think we've got a line here for some reason which you don't want, so I'm going to delete that, that, and that. There we go, so there's no line down the middle, so it's just the center line. All right, now we're going to use the mirror tool, and you'll find it here, mirror image, and you have to select something first. I always forget to do that, so select it first. Make sure you don't select the mirror line. Then mirror. We want to repeat it, not replace it. We want it on both sides in the end. Okay, and then you just draw, actually a little short bit of the mirror line will do. There we go. Just got the hole to put in the middle. So I think what I'm going to do is delete that bit of the line, that bit of the line, and that. So we're just left with that. And I think that will allow me to find the middle of that line. Might be a problem with that line there. So I'm going to change it back to a solid line. There we go. The radius of the circle was 1.75. Okay, we need it in the middle of that. So I'm going to take the grid lock off, put the attach tool on, and remember one of the settings was middle of the line, and it's put it there. We then want to delete that, so select and delete, and that needs to be in blue. There you go. Last thing to do. Oh, I should have curved the corners first, shouldn't I? Oh, well, can do them afterwards. There we go. 3. So remember, you just select the two lines, and it curves it like that. Now, when I do that, you'll find that that's black, so it really would have been a good idea to do it beforehand. So I've got to be very careful by selecting that and that, and I can use the right hand button on the mouse to select that and that. So I'm using the scroll wheel as well on the mouse, so it's really important to use a mouse for this. Makes it life a lot easier. So I've selected all that, and the color of that needs to be blue. Okay, so that would have been best to do it beforehand. Look at that, identical. The last thing to do is to select it all, Control G for group. Okay, so the important things are that using the attach tool, making sure the grid is on and switching it off prudently, using the mirror tool over here, the chamfer tool to put a curve on the corner. And what else? And delete these two settings for the delete are really useful. That would delete a whole line. That would delete just when it intersects another line. Okay, I think that's it.